Hello, hello, hello. It's the Hammerhead Coach coming to you today, actually from Panama City Beach. I am enjoying working out here. I just got done working and I've driven over to a bridge that's over the bay here, and I'm going to go for a little run of, I'm going to run about 3 miles. I don't know how big this bridge is, but it's pretty far. But in this video, you're going to learn why it's important to focus your energy and become a craftsman at whatever you're doing. I personally have become a craftsman in a few areas of my life. You can't become a craftsman in a bunch of areas. So you're not going to get out here and say, hey, in my life I can become a craftsman in 10 different areas. It's not going to happen, okay? You got to focus yourself and become a craftsman in one area, okay? And if you become a craftsman first in one area, then it's easier to duplicate that. And in the subject we're in here, because I talk to brick and mortar business owners, and I also talk to independent salespeople who have to create an online digital presence to expand their business. And I'm trying to help them make that connection, run their businesses better, whether it's an independent salesperson or a brick and mortar business. I was a brick and mortar business owner. I've been an independent salesperson for since then, and that's the language I speak. And I know that when I decided to become a craftsman at something, it took some serious focus and energy, okay? You don't do this casually. Remember, casualness breeds casualties. So casualness breeds casualties. You're not going to be great part-time. You're not going to be great without focusing your energy. So one of the problems we have, I think, in the world is we are from the microwave generation. We're from when we have, most of the people today don't remember buying everything from scratch. And your mother, I can remember we would go out to eat once a month when I was growing up in West Palm Beach, Florida. And it was a huge treat, and you ate all your food, and you thought about what you're going to order. You didn't just do it, hey, let me get whatever I want. I don't care, we'll just take it home. Because it was a serious thing. Usually my mother cooked everything. But when the microwave came out, in this generation here, everyone's used to things happening in the sitcom. I mean, when I was growing up watching Happy Days, hey, everything was fixed. You could have a big problem in your life, and then 22 minutes, 30 minutes later, it was all fixed. At most an hour. I mean, heck, Columbo could solve the entire universe's murder mysteries in less than an hour, including station breaks. So in this world, we're used to things happening fast. What I want you to do in marketing, I want you, number one, to figure out who you're selling to. Most people in business and in salespeople don't ever figure out who they're selling to, because you know what? How are you going to know when not to sell to somebody? How are you going to know when to tell somebody, you know what? I'm not a good fit for you. You're not what I'm looking for. I'm not what you're looking for. I'm going to disappoint you. I've set up a business, a certain model, and I know it's going to disappoint you because you're not who I'm looking for, okay? You got to know who not to sell to. You make all your money when you don't sell someone. You don't make all your money just by selling people. You got to figure out who you're selling to and who you're not selling to. And that's your avatar. Who am I selling to, okay? Then, when that relates to online marketing, you have to figure out how to say a message that they hear. They hear through the medium of marketing, whether it's Facebook advertising or the content from your website or pay-per-click advertising with Google, Bing, or Yahoo, or YouTube advertising. You've got to figure out, what are they listening to? What am I saying that they would listen to? And you have to say it in a way that they're going to hear you say it. And that takes some time and effort. You've got to decide who you're selling to, pick one strategy that you pay to do, and pick one strategy that you don't pay to do, i.e. content marketing on your blog, which is on your website, or YouTube blogging, vlogging here, either one, and start putting some value out in the marketplace, and reach out to human beings in this world with value. Reach out with value. That's how you reach out. If they're here in person, you can walk up and put your hand out and shake their hand. Hey, I'm Steve Crossley. Nice to meet you. I'm the Hammerhead Coach. What kind of work you do? But you can't do that in the medium of the internet. So we have to reach out with value, sow some seeds of value into their lives, and then by doing that, we end up marketing to them. So it's value first, marketing second. But in your paid strategies, okay, you've got to learn to say your advertisements in a way that resonates with the people you're talking to. So identify who you're talking to, start talking to them. But the most important thing is focus on only one strategy. There are people on the internet right now who have never advertised with Google AdWords and have only advertised in Facebook advertising or on YouTube or with Bing pay-per-click. I know people that have become millionaires with just Bing and Yahoo pay-per-click, and they've never been on Google, okay? You've got to find a strategy. I know people right now that are making boatloads of money using just Pinterest, okay? You've got to find one strategy that relates to you. Where is your avatar spending their time? Where can you access them? What are they doing? Where are they searching? And as you're looking for them and you're talking to them, you got to go where they are and say something that resonates with them. And you know what? You're going to do a lot of failure in this. 9 out of 10 of your ad campaigns in your paid advertising are going to fail. But you know what's good? Is 1 out of 10 is gonna hit. And when you hit that vein of gold and you say something that resonates with them, you're gonna wonder why everything was failing all this time. But it doesn't happen forever. But you've got to make a campaign, you're gonna have to make a strategy, try it, you're gonna have to pay for it, you're gonna have to fail, and then eventually you're gonna start winning. And this takes time. This takes 3, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes for some people a year, before you understand what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. And it doesn't happen overnight. So while you're doing this and while you're learning all this, I heard something behind me there, you've got to learn and keep on pumping the content into the internet, pumping the content into YouTube or your website or your blog, and reach out there to people with content on your fan page and show them that you have value, you have something to say that's worth listening to. Build your list, and in the process of doing that, you'll find your voice and you'll start resonating with your group of people, and you can become a craftsman. One time after I sold my last business, I was thinking about opening a business where we make wooden barrels. There's a lot of wineries popping up, a lot of distilleries, and oak barrels are very difficult to make. So I thought, well, let's make custom oak barrels. I looked into it, and the only guy I could find that would train me to do this was in England, and he wanted me to come live in England for 4 years. 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years to become a master cooper. I said, well, I don't want to be a master cooper. I just want to make a barrel. You know, I mean, 4 years. That's a long time. 4 years. He said that he was already in his 60s. He said that he could not find anyone in the entire country to be his apprentice. He said that nobody wants to spend the kind of time he did to learn how to be a master cooper. It's a totally different generation, and obviously I didn't do it. So that's because becoming a craftsman takes time and energy and effort. Apprenticeship systems used to be the way of the wave of the past, and how people used to do things. It was very common to be an apprentice for 3, 4, or 5 years before you became a craftsman. But once you get it, and once you become a craftsman, your life is going to be totally different. So figure out your avatar, pick one strategy, stay with it until you master it, stay with it till you're having success, then branch out. So my buddy, the sales trainer Grant Cardone, says, go vertical, become great in this one area, and make a ton of money in this one area. Once you succeed in this one area, then you start going horizontal. So go vertical in marketing especially, then go horizontal. Be patient and focus. Focus and patience, focus and patience, focus and patience. Focus is one of my assets. Patience is not one of my assets, okay? I have to work on it every single day. So I'm excited about y'all's success. There's a complimentary written blog of these same subjects at hammerheadcoaching.com, hammerheadcoaching.com. So subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. And go to hammerheadcoaching.com. You can see in the call up the blog, you can see a written version of this. There's different stuff in that. I write and speak differently, so I don't remember everything. I get on a roll and I start talking about stuff. I don't always say the same thing I said in my blog. So you can check on that, and look forward to seeing you. And if you get there, you can subscribe to that too, and the blog will be sent to you an email. And I look forward to talking to you all in the future. Make it a great day, and remember, be great, be a craftsman. Nothing else pays. Thanks. Bye.